From is one of those mind-bending shows that will have you question reality faster than Boyd can ring that warning bell. The more we dig into this twisted town, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. A Frumville, a crazy social experiment, a living nightmare, or something even stranger. Maybe that's the point. Maybe like Donna, we need to accept that this place just is. But today we're diving headfirst into the rabbit hole, trying to catch those monsters with our bare hands. Okay, so we have established that From is more than just a monster of the week show. There's a deeper mystery at play here, a puppet master pulling the strings. But who or what is it? One compelling theory is that the town itself is a sentient, a conscious entity with its own agenda that can act as a shadowy figure like we see in the painting. So this is not just a random collection of houses and creepy woods, it's a system, an ecosystem even with its own set of rules and a terrifying way of enforcing them. Think about it, the talismans, the symbols, it all points to a supernatural force with a specific design. We know the town is not in a fixed location, people arrive from all over the place, yet they all end up at the falling tree, the same loop road. So we know this is not just a town, it's a trap, carefully designed to lure people in and keep them prisoners. And then there are divisions. Tabitha seeing the children, Ethan and Victor's connection with the boy in white, Jade's symbol, Sarah hearing voices. Are these just hallucinations? Or is it the town or the evil communicating with them, manipulating them, playing with their fears? The paintings made by Victor's mother Miranda are disturbing. She painted those images before she even arrived in the town. How's that possible? A shared consciousness with the town? It's like the town knew they were coming, knew who to target. This means that they have no control over their decisions or destiny. It's like they're meant to arrive into this town, similar to the characters in Lost. And then there's that phone call, Jim talking to his dead son, Thomas.
Dad? It's Thomas.
Is it really Thomas? Well, no. Is it the town twisting Jim's grief, using it against him? Yes. All this points to a larger intelligence at play, something beyond the creatures, something manipulating the very fabric of the town. But what does it want? That's the real mystery we need to solve. So if we entertain the idea of a sentient town, a natural question arises: why? What is its motivation? Is it a pure satisfaction, or is it something more complex going on? One compelling angle is that the town itself is not just torturing its residents, it's using them. And specifically, it seems to be targeting certain individuals, manipulating them for some unknown purpose. Think about Tabitha. She's drawn to the tunnels, to the children, almost as if she's being guided, being chosen.
I guess you've been chosen now too.
The idea of a chosen one is a new concept in From. Victor's mother Miranda believed she was chosen to save the children trapped in the lighthouse. Now Tabitha seems to be experiencing a similar calling. Is this now a coincidence? A cycle of manipulation the town used to achieve its goals? The parallels between Miranda and Tabitha are huge. Both had visions, both were drawn to the lighthouse, and both felt a connection to the children. But Miranda failed, and I put failed in question mark because we don't really know her fate. And we know the tragic consequences Victor faced. Is Tabitha destined to repeat Miranda's mistakes, or can she break the cycle? But both have even the same bracelet.
Similar. That is the bracelet. Those are the laces from your father's boots.
No.
This was an accident.
And we don't know what happened to Eloise as well. She's never mentioned like she really died. But what about the other characters? Are they just random victims, or are they also being manipulated in more subtle ways? Think about Boyd's hallucinations of Father Guthrie. Is it just his guilt and trauma manifesting, or is it the town feeding on his pain, twisting his perception, and using him as a pawn in his game? Even Jim's connection with the boys on the radio. Is it a direct connection to the monster in this town, or another manipulation by the town, offering a false hope before crushing it? The town seems to be delighted in playing with its residents' minds, offering glimpses of hope before snatching them away. It's a twisted game of manipulation and something that we already seen before, but the question remains, what's the end game? What's the town trying to achieve? And who will be the next chosen one to play their part in this terrifying game? But let's look at the symbols. Jade obsession, Victor's warnings, Tabitha's discovery in the tunnels, and now the new drawings of Miranda. The tunnel beneath the town are another piece of this puzzle. Tabitha's journey through that labyrinth revealed disturbing imagery and a connection to the creatures and the story of the town. Victor called it, "This is where the monsters live." Are the tunnels a physical manifestation of the town's subconscious, a network connecting the town to another reality or realities like a dream world, or a source of the town's power, the engine driving this nightmare? We know the town's geography is fluid, shifting and changing. Is there a connection between the tunnels, the lighthouse, and the town's ability to manipulate its location? Are they all interconnected, parts of a larger, more complex system? We have not fully understand yet. We have seen the symbols, explored the lighthouse, and delved into the tunnels. We have considered the town's potential sentience and its manipulation of the chosen ones. But one crucial question remains: why? Is the town simply a prison designed to trap and torment its residents for eternity? Or is there a deeper, more sinister motive behind its actions? One theory that I have in mind is that the town feeds on negative emotions: fear, pain, despair, and hope. We have seen how the creatures seem to love seeing the townspeople suffering, and something that we have seen a lot about how it feeds. The more they struggle, the more the town seems to win. Is it possible the town is some kind of parasitic entity drawing from the negative energy it creates, or even positive energy? Another possibility is that the town is a testing ground, a forge designed to push people to their breaking point. We can see how the town can corrupt even the most resilient individuals, twisting their actions and driving them to commit terrible actions like Christopher. And hey, even Sarah. Yes. Perhaps the town is some twisted form of a purgatory, a place where people are sent to atone for past sins. But when you die, you stay there, like we have seen with Father Guthrie and Tom, and even Abby maybe. Each character is burdened by their past, haunted by their mistakes. Is the town forcing them to deal with their demons, to work through their trauma before they can move on? Or maybe, just maybe, there's a sliver of hope in this nightmare. Victor's mother believed she could save the children and break the cycle. Tabitha seems to share that same belief. The purpose of the town remains in mystery, but by analyzing these clues and engaging with the show's complex story, we can begin to piece together a clear picture of the town's terrifying reality behind From. Think of Fromville as the evil twin of the island from Lost, but with a dash of Stranger Things, the Upside Down, thrown in for good measure. I'm telling you, this town is not just alive, it's a cosmic meet and greet for different dimensions, or maybe even multiple realities, like the dream, that's a reality in itself. This theory explains everything from the town shape-shifting geography to those nightmare-filled creatures. They're not just town monsters, they're interdimensional tourists with a bad attitude. It's like the Twilight Zone had a baby with H.P. Lovecraft, and those monsters first manifest in dreams. So the way I see it, and here's what I'm thinking, is that those monsters exist only in dreams, and only at night they can come out, because what happens at night? We sleep. So think about it. And those talismans, they're like dream blockers, blocking the nightmare from entering your house. So think about it like this place, the town is all nightmare. It's a nightmare, and you can access the nightmare maybe by visiting the tunnels, or maybe like Jade, like Boyd did when he saw Morden with the fire. Like, I don't know, there's something here. And those talismans, and they're not just magic post-it notes, they're cosmic earplugs blocking out the town interdimensional radio signals. And those talismans is like a way to deal with the nightmare from entering into your home. And how about the chosen ones? We have seen how they're selective, like Jade, Tabitha, Victor. They are selected because they have a unique sensitivity to the converging realities. And the reason why the town is changing is because the town is growing. Maybe is seeking a way to bridge the dimensional gap, unleashing this horrors onto the normal world. The reality is that From is terrifying, but I believe this theory of converging realities provides the most comprehensive explanation for the show's mysteries. connecting the elements. But here's one final twist I want to explore even more. Time travel, but not for the physical body of the mind. Think about Boyd's encounter with Martin in the dungeon. Martin transferred those worms into Boyd. But what if it was more than just a physical transfer? This will explain how Martin Chain knew about Boyd's wife and her belief that the town was a dream. It was not just a lucky guess, it was knowledge gained from a future interaction with Boyd or someone else. It also potentially explained who threw Boyd the rope in the well, trying to alter the events or perhaps ensure that they unfold as they should. Because I feel this is trying to alter events or perhaps make sure that they unfold as they should. This concept of mental time travel could explain a lot of visions and dreams as well, because they're not just glimpses into other dimensions, they're echoes of the past and the future. Consciousness traveling through time. The boy in white then could be a manifestation of those time-displaced memories. I don't know, think about it, leave your comments below on the mental time travel. I feel there's something here. I feel that the creators maybe are going into that direction. So we explored a lot of ground in this video, the sentient town to mental time travel. Yes, all of this is connecting. So what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, one.